Boys, how do we spot market structure shifts before market structure shifts? Good question. I will be teaching you guys that today. Okay, this is some secret sauce right here, okay? So please use it wisely. Um, Let me show you guys. So whenever we are in an uptrend, there are two types of trends that you guys need to be wary of, okay? There's the strong trend. Alright. And there is the weak trend. Okay, so let's look. This is the and this is the weak. Why'd that disappear? Strong and weak trends. What makes one strong and one weak? Whenever we are looking at price to have a sustainable, long-lasting trend, we need it to be able to equal itself out. Alright, this is called equilibrium. So whenever price is rallying up, alright, say price is up here at the moon, it's like all-time highs. Everyone's buying. Bro, eventually, I want you to guess whenever everyone's buying where price is gonna go. It's gonna go down. Because you know what you buying is? You're filling the bank's orders. Alright? So whenever we are in a strong trend to the upside, whenever we are in a trend to the upside, okay, price needs to come down. Okay, this is people selling. Their sells get bought back up to push price higher. Okay? This is how trends work. So whenever you're looking at a trend, you can mark out a fib tool from the bottom to the center, the bottom to the top, just like this. And if you want to identify if it's a long-lasting strong trend or a short weak trend, you want to see price either one or the other or both retrace past 50% mark, which as you can see we're doing, or into the previous breaker block or previous high, swing high. So as you can see here, we're doing both. This is ideal. Okay. We're getting past 50% and we are hitting the previous low. Okay. Trying to make this super neat. So that's how you identify a strong, long-lasting trend. Strong trends does not mean fast trend, okay? Typically, the faster the trend, the weaker. That's why the S&P 500 moves so slow, okay? So when we look here, we want to identify a weak trend, which is usually, some attributes. What did I just do? Some attributes of a strong trend is slow but steady. Slow but steady. Yeah, slow but steady. Deep pullbacks past 50% of previous swing high. Okay. Or into the previous swing high slash breaker. Whenever I say 50% of previous swing high, I mean 50% of this leg up, alright? So that's some attributes of a strong trend. Now, with a weak trend, typically weak trends don't last long. Okay, that's the attributes. They don't last long and they don't have deep pullbacks, alright? So this one's equalizing itself on the way up and this one is not. Hope you guys wrote a lot of that down. So, how do you identify this again? Same exact way, bottom to top. Bottom to top. Bottom to top. And as you guys can see, we are not hitting the breaker. Alright. Usually price will hit around the 25% mark. Somewhere in between 25 and 50. Sometimes not even that. Alright. So this is a strong trend and a weak trend. So we want to identify market structure shifts. We're going to start like pre-market structure shifts, we're gonna start with the strong trend, okay? So on a strong trend, this is what it looks like, okay? How do we identify a market structure shift before identifying a market structure shift, okay? Let's lock in here. We're gonna take this swing high and we're gonna see where the swing low is. There's gonna be normal paths of a swing low. Now I'm about to draw a trend line, but don't freak out, please. Okay. I'm about to draw a trend line. Please don't freak out. Okay. You're gonna see price moving in some form of pattern. Okay, some form of way. You're gonna see it moving like that. Whether you're drawing trend lines or you're gonna be, drawing your fib out. Okay. You're gonna see price eventually in a. I don't know why I drew the trend line. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, guys. So this right here, this right here, this right here. Okay, my fault. Deep pullbacks, right? Whenever you see price disrespect this swing high, so as you can see, there's this swing high and there's this 50% mark. In order to identify market structure shift, pre-market structure shift, you want to see price disrespect this and not rebalance off of it. Not rebalance, not bounce. Rebalance off of it. You want to see price disrespect this. So now price has disrespected that. You want to see it disrespect it and push into this order block, or but way kind of below this zone into like this level right there. Or you want to see price break the low completely. Break the low completely. Okay. What this is doing is it is showing that the trend is coming to an end. Alright. Now, whenever we go to break this high, because we're on an uptrend, we're going to break the high. Typically, we won't, and we're going to push into a high probability order block. It's going to look something like that. Let me make that look like that. Okay. This will typically be a high probability order block within this level. Okay. Now that price has pushed into there, this is a very high probability reversal zone, completely shifting the market structure before you have the actual market structure shift, breaking this low or breaking this low. Okay, does that make sense? That is for a strong trend. Now for a weak trend, let's undo everything I just did. Okay, I don't know why I drew the trend line. Forget about that, please. For the weak trend, price will not be pulling back to a sustainable level, not equalizing itself on the way up. Okay, so we know this trend is going to eventually crash and at least hit equilibrium above everything. So this is typically what a higher time frame trend looks like. Not a higher time frame trend, this is the leg of a higher time frame trend. And then whenever we do get that pull back to equilibrium, alright, that is the pullback of a strong trend on a higher time frame. Does that make sense? Hope so. Okay. So, we're not pulling into these order blocks. These breakers. The previous swing high. We're not getting to that 50% that we need to be getting to. Where's it at? Oh, I already did it. Okay. And whenever you see price, in this case, pull back. So how do you do it for a weak trend? Okay, how do you identify a pre-market structure shift in a weak trend? You want to see this happen. You want to see price hit the breaker block. Okay. Okay, or you want to see price break trend. So previously I wanted to see price hit the order block or break trend, but now I want to see it hit the breaker or break trend. This will typically print a high probability order block at the top of the move, where then price can retrace into and dump down. Typically on a weak trend, it's not going to be a full market structure shift, so you typically want to target, near equilibrium of the entire leg. So you'd want to target probably around here. Okay, and let's draw this just like that. And this is also a high probability reversal zone. So again, before we broke this low for the quote-unquote market structure shift, we already had an idea that the market structure was going to shift. All right, so that's how you do it. I know this was kind of complicated and it was kind of a lot, but to be honest, this is very helpful information. And y'all definitely need to kind of study what I just told you and go find examples in the market. Yeah, it's gonna help you find the top and bottom of trends so you know when to long and when to short and when to exit, stuff like that. One more thing I want to hop into super quickly is the more important thing about where you're entering a trade is where you're exiting. So study your take profits, and I will be releasing a new video on take profits soon.